Welcome back, y'all, for part 2 of my reviews for X-Men 97 Season 2. And this one, of course, is for episode 2, hence the part 2. If you don't want no spoilers, this is your time to go away now. So episode 2 did a little something different. They gave us an X-Force intro. So what does that mean? That means Cable, Psylocke, Archangel, Jubilee, and Sunspot will be the team we are focusing on in this second episode. So the premise for this episode is this team, they're trying to locate War, who is Apocalypse's, told you I was gonna keep that Apocalypse. That's one of his horsemen. And he's in the present. And so Cable and Psylocke and Archangel, they've lost them. They're like, we can't do this by ourselves. So Cable goes to recruit Jubilee and Sunspot. Because they weren't doing that anyway, but sitting around putting quarters in the machine in the arcade like, this time to do something meaningful. Do something with these powers that y'all got. But on top of that, it's important to note that while they are doing this, there's another team out there called X Factor that involves Polaris, Havoc, and the rest of their little people. And they working with old girl Val Cooper. Yeah, we ain't forgot about you, sister. You done betrayed the people after. Can't believe you, Val. So what this team does is they round up humans and mutants that they feel like is causing a further divide, because after what Magneto pulled last season, the mutants, ain't nobody messing with them. And nobody messing with them. And so you also, hold on, Trish Tilby? Yeah, I see you. You still reporting after what you did. You shouldn't even have no job. I don't even know why they gave you your job back. And you was looking tired, looking rolled hard and put away wet on national television. But I digress. So that Polaris and Havoc team, they've been rounding up mutants and stuff. And they come back later in the episode, and I'll get back to them. So let's go back to Cable and them. So Cable's team, they're at Carnival, okay? And I think that was Carnival. Regardless, they're looking for War. Psylocke is scanning, she can't find him, but then Jubilee spots him, and they go after him, and we get to see Psylocke in action. I'm just so happy to finally see Psylocke in a prominent role in media once more. We know we got her back in that Apocalypse movie. We don't discuss her, although Olivia Munn did an excellent job with her. I'm glad that she's back here in this animated series, and she's great. So after they capture War, because they did get him, Psylocke goes to search his memories to see what he's up to, because they don't know why he's here and what foolishness Apocalypse got him up to. And Jubilee like, aren't you gonna ask permission? Like, you need to wait. You can't do. And she like, girl, I ain't with that stuff, Professor X. Y'all that old telepaths gotta ask permission. You gotta be nice. I got these powers. They belong to me, and I'm gonna use them as I see fit. And she goes through his brain to gather the information. Blocked, because Emma Frost booby-trapped his mind. Although they don't notice Emma Frost at this moment, because all she says is, there's a wall of diamonds blocking me, and I couldn't get all the information I needed. But Jubilee is like, I only know one telepath that has anything to do with diamonds. It's Emma Frost. But before she lets them know that, Cable, he like, here, Angel. He gives the gun to Angel, and, can I say gun? He like, take him out. And she's like, no, you can't. We can talk to him. We can just, everybody be calm. Hush, boom, took him out. Welcome to the big league, sister. This ain't the Oscars, is it? This ain't the X-Men. This is the X-Force, meaning we do what we need to do, and sometimes that includes using force. Deadly force. So ultimately, Jubilee having a whole back and forth with Cable about the ethics of the team and how she don't really like it. But she gives them the information about Emma Frost. They go confront her about it. She's like, yeah, I might have, given up some information for a fee because she gonna get her coins. Emma go get her coins. And so she takes them to this place where they believe will be the answers that they need. Unfortunately, it's low-key a setup because X Factor comes, they fight X Factor, and Emma sit back, turning the diamond form, yawning while the fight is going, and she could care less about what's happening. Jubilee, unfortunately, gets captured, right? And so they leave her. And Sun's like, we gotta go back. She gonna have to help herself. But you know what? She's in the interrogation room. She's sitting up in Polaris' face like, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You was an X-Man once, and this how you gonna do it? What would Professor Xavier say if he saw you today? And then Havoc, she look at him. She said, you ain't nothing but a knockoff Cyclops. The way she was trolling him that whole time, I was here for it. And then, so she gets sent to her cell, but Polaris comes back and rescues. Well, she don't rescue her, but she do, let her out, right? And so Jubilee gets free, and she get to going. We get to see Jubilee really get after it and shine. So that was really nice to see her have her moment. She locked in, put her little shades on, turned her music on, and got the 4th of July up in that thing. So after she does the jailbreak, they come to rescue her. She does one last low-key middle finger to Val. And Havoc jumps off the building. And of course, her man Sunspot comes and rescue her. So overall, I would give that episode a 7 out of 10. It wasn't my favorite of the 3. It was still good. Got to see some characters that, we know and love. Psylocke and Archangel. We got to see Cable again in his older version self. Jubilee got to have her super cool moment. And we got to see X Factor, the Polaris and Havoc. So I was excited to see them as well. So that was nice. I don't know. Oh, and Emma Frost, of course. How could I forget Emma Frost? Those were the highlights for me, but it was, for me, it wasn't fluff, but it was definitely not the better of the 3. Y'all know the drill by now. Like, share, and comment. Please let me know what you think, and I will be back for part 3. Bye.